All right. I heard you missed us. We're back. We did do an after show last couple weeks because we've been busy with family and stuff to do and missed times and whatever. But Tim, what's up, brother?
Back like I never left.
So what's going on, man? What are you listening to?
There's a band called Destruction that's pretty good that I heard a couple tracks by it. Seem to be pretty good.
Destruction,
But
nice.
same old stuff.
Yeah, we're like I'm listening to the new Social Distortion, listening to the new Cheap Trick. Oh, this album keeps getting better and better after I keep listening to it. By the way, and that's a sign of a good album. The new Armored Saint. Same thing
Yep.
with this album. It didn't hit me when I first heard it, but after several listens to, I'm like singing along and it's just getting in my brain. And that's the
Mhm.
great thing about music. Sometimes you'll hear a song and you go, this sucks. I don't want to listen to it. And then you just start listening to the album. You listen to that song more and more. And all of a sudden you're humming it, you're liking it, and then it becomes one of your favorite
Yeah,
songs.
some albums are a quick hit and some are a slow burn.
Yeah.
You know,
Like
they
like Happiness Bastards from the Black Crowes. The album before this was a quick hit. This one was a slow burn, and I love every song on this album. Great album, man. I love Chris Robinson. I love he's not afraid to say what he wants to say, and people could fuck the fuck off. Oh man, but I'm not getting political here. But what is the best concept album for you?
Minecraft.
Oh yeah, we're both going to agree on that. I was hoping you were going to say The Wall so I could argue
No,
with you.
no, that's Jerry, not me.
But I don't understand how people say The Wall. Okay, it's a great album, but there's a lot of things on that album that bore me. It's like they're skippers. Do I skip Mindcrime? No. I play that bitch all the way through. And
Oh, me
sometimes I'll
too.
go back and listen to a couple songs 3 or 4 times, probably
Matter
the
of
whole
fact,
album.
I get kind of pissed off like when I'll hear like a track on the Boneyard and it's like, unless it's the last track on the album, then I'm like, well, where's the next one? You know?
You're hearing the next song in your head
Yeah,
already
exactly.
because
It's
you
like
know
I
the
go
out
right
you,
into the next.
and getting to that, that's a good topic right there. Kids today don't have album sequencing in their heads because
Yeah,
they just stream shuffle streams and
everything
it's
is
like
Spotify, everything is streamed,
they
everything is
they don't
singles.
they don't know the joy of album sequencing
Yeah.
or where songs go in or why this song shouldn't have been there. But I'm not going to say that about all because we got Travis Parada, we got
Mhm.
Joseph Staub, some youngins who do go by the album sequencing and they like stuff I don't even like. And
But those guys seem to be a rare breed. They don't seem to be the norm.
I got some people at work that like a lot of good stuff. Um, my girlfriend's niece's boyfriend, he was here with us last weekend. The guy he's like young. He knows
Mhm.
Caddyshack. He knows Airplane. He knows all these great. He didn't know Bachelor Party, which I was trying to show him, but we didn't have time to show him Bachelor Party. I had it out for him. But he knew all these old movies because of his grandpa. And I go, man, we need more old people to go teach these kids what to do.
Well, I mean, that's how somebody like Joseph Staub, that's how he knows a lot of his stuff is because of his parents showed
But
him this stuff,
but
you
they
know.
showed him that stuff, and then he went out on his own and discovered
Yeah,
stuff on his own.
but they gave him a base to look into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas most parents, because I'm old now, and it's like most parents these days just are 3 minute hits. That's that's what that's what it is. Music to them is 3 minutes hit, and then on to the next one and on to the next one, and they don't care the artist or the album or where it comes from or it's consumable goods.
Well, sometimes they'll listen to the first 2 minutes of the song, get to the chorus, and go, "Okay, I like that
Yeah.
next."
Yeah,
And they're not really sitting there like feeling the music or getting into it.
that's how
It's not
cookie
giving
cutter
them
the music is.
goosebumps, you know?
And that's how cookie cutter the music is nowadays.
It's just like God, even with kids who listen to classic rock, I've seen it. They go for they get up to the guitar solos. Like, okay, let's try to hear this now. Let's see what this sounds like. You know, they're discovering, but they're not playing the whole albums. They're
Hmm.
just going off the song, like Master of Puppets. When
Hmm.
that song was in Stranger Things and it got huge, but did Master of Puppets start selling more? No, the album did not sell. The single did, the streaming did, but they didn't get into the rest of the album my point. And it's like me and you back in the day, we heard a song off the album. We go, oh man, I wonder what the rest of the album sounds like.
Well, me and you back in the day, we bought an album. That's what we bought. We didn't buy the single, we bought an album. And that's what we listened to was the album.
And we,
Nowadays, you can't even get an album. Everything is a single.
it's like going back to the 50s, man. They're releasing singles and then make an album with the singles. But
Hmm.
that's why I like bands. You may shit on them all you want, but Def Leppard keeps making new music. They ain't sitting down.
Ugh.
Cheap Trick's still making new music. Even Journey made a new album that was really good called Freedom with Arnell. Really good album, man. Check that out if you haven't heard that album Freedom. It's really good. Me and Jerry really enjoyed it. We need to review that album, by the way. I love that album. But
And I
man,
still say, and I may be a crotchety old fuck, and that's fine. But bands, for the most part, not all of them, so, there are exceptions to every rule, but bands, for the most part, have a shelf life.
except for Journey. Damn, Journey's
Like I
selling
said,
them.
there's an exception to every rule, but for the most part, if you think of any band you can think of, they have a shelf life.
There's certain bands that don't, that just live forever, like
No, that are the Rolling Stones
The
is a perfect
Beatles,
example. The Beatles, they
The
don't have
Who,
shelf lives.
Led
But
Zeppelin.
well, actually, they do because they're not making music anymore.
Yeah, but they're still their catalog is still selling.
But selling, but they're not making music anymore. Is what I'm saying. You have a
Uh,
certain shelf life in a band to make music.
well, because they had Bonham died, and
Yeah, exactly, but they could have taken Jason and gone on. They decided not to for whatever reason.
Tesla's making new albums. Even though I didn't like one of them, but I like the new songs that they're releasing. They're only doing
That's
singles too, and that
that would be
sucks.
a
I
good
wish Tesla would make a
freeformer.
whole album.
That would be a good topic.
What?
11 bands that should retire but haven't.
No, we could do that. That sounds like a good one. Because next week we're doing a Stanley Cup on BS with Eric Lucier and Eric Arms to be Jordan. Uh,
That'd be a
get
pretty good topic.
Oh, you want to be on a Stanley Cup episode? You can be on a
No,
Stanley Cup.
no, no, no. I don't know anything about hockey. I can't
Okay, so
last.
you don't have to be on there. But man, I'm just going, kids don't take in music anymore. It's like we like taking the cellophane off, looking at this,
We
pulling out
like
the
looking at
book,
the we like looking
looking
at
at
the book
everything.
and reading everything in the interior, and I mean,
It's like vinyl. It's like
mhm.
so
And
freaking
studying it and looking at the photos, and I mean,
know who produces it, know who does what
yeah,
on it.
because we read the liner notes,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's not that way anymore.
No, it isn't. It sucks. It really sucks the way music is like secondary to people now. When we're growing up, music, if it wasn't our parents or people we loved, it was always music.
Hmm.
It's always music number two.
Well, like for us, like me and you, music, I can safely say this for both of us, I think, music was our life.
Yeah.
We lived it, we breathed it. It was what we did, you know. Now there's so many other things for kids to do these days that they just don't. It's background noise.
Well, it's just sad. I play a song for somebody, go, oh, I like that song, but I don't know who that is.
Hmm.
I go, it's AC/DC Back in Black. And they go, oh, I like AC/DC. Really? Oh, yeah, I hear it all the time. But you don't go out and look into them. You just hear it and it's
Yes, you don't
over the
study
next
them,
day. Yeah.
and that was like our icebreakers, at
Yeah.
least for mine back in the day. You like this band, I like that band, and now we're having a conversation.
Or concert shirts. You'd see somebody with a
Yeah,
concert
or
shirt.
concert shirts. Yeah. Oh,
I
you like
did.
that band? Me too. I saw that show, or I saw those guys. And yeah, me too. And then a conversation started.
I was at Disney last Saturday and Rush was playing there last week at the Forum. And this guy looked like a little older gentleman with his daughter. He was there with the Rush tour shirt on. And I go, how was it? And I go, oh, he knew exactly what I was talking about.
Mhm.
He told me how it was great. He never got this is the second time he's ever saw them. I was saying, well, I saw them seven, 8 times. And he goes, oh, that's cool. Yeah. I saw them all with Neil. I wanted to go to this show and we're talking about it, but I couldn't. I wasn't going to pay over $200 a ticket. You know, they're my favorite band of all time. Neil's not there, so I've seen them with Neil, and I'm hoping they release a Blu-ray. But I just started talking to him, and then he saw my hat. I had my Iron Maiden hat on,
Mhm.
and he goes, "So are you seeing them in September?" And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "I'm trying to get tickets for that." So it's like we had stuff
Yeah,
on.
yeah, and
Yeah,
then the conversation starts,
we
and
started
next thing
having like a 10-minute
you
conversation. Yeah.
you know people.
Yeah, it's like sometimes you see these like little kids with these shirts on. It's like one time this girl came up with a Van Halen shirt. I tell my friend in there, she doesn't know who that band is. I go, how do you know? She's not a Van Halen fan. How do you know? I know. And then she gets all like, I'm going to prove Mark wrong shit. She goes up to the window, goes, oh, I like your shirt. She goes, thank you. What's your favorite song? She goes, oh, I just know the shirt. And Janet goes, shut up. Because I told her she's not one of us. You could tell
But
them, even with the shirt on, you could tell they're not a fan.
yeah, it's me. I got into albums. I didn't get into singles, or I get into albums because like you can really hear what a band has to say in an album. And you may get the album from the single, and it may be totally different from what you're listening to on that single.
Exactly, man. It's like I could pull out all these albums right here on the side of me. I like most of them.
But I always thought albums from bands were statements.
There's your favorite.
I can't see it. Oh, Jesus fucking.
How about Rio? You like Rio?
I like the song Rio.
You don't like Hungry Like a Wolf?
I like Hungry Like a Wolf.
Yeah,
And
so you like Rio then.
so two singles out of a band's discography that I can tolerate.
You don't like Save a Prayer?
No.
Have you heard that song?
Yes.
New Religion?
Yeah. No.
Lonely in My Nightmare?
No.
I love every one of those songs. That's a perfect album. I did put that on one of my perfect albums.
No, it is not.
It is to me. That's what matters.
To you. There you
It's
go. Key
like
words here.
Rat Out of the Cellars, another perfect album.
That's perfect album. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not perfect, but it's damn close.
I think Heart, the 80s album, Heart, Heart is a perfect album. I like that. Even though it's poppy, it's got a lot of rock. Like the first
That
side
the
is
one
all,
was that the one that Looks Could Kill on it?
yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
a great album, man. But man, I'm just saying, if any of you kids are out there listening, man, just buy physical media. You get a great feeling just looking at it, feeling it, looking at the songs, reading the liner notes. This is a great album by the Eagles, The Long Run. Fucking love that album, by the way. But now I got to figure out where it went. Just pulling shit out. Probably gonna do that on a BS session, pulling random albums out again. So be ready for that one, man. Tim, anything to say?
Nope. Everything that I've had to say, I've said.
All right, man. After shows are not that long, so we love you guys. We are not doing a TikTok video. It's more than 3 minutes, so I hope your attention span will last. Like, share, subscribe, and we're out of here. Later, guy.
Peace.
Peace. Bye.